got some bad karma coming on up here. Ugh. Adjust the slightly ripped slice of pantyhose fabric. Oh, I said fabric. That makes it less funny than if I would have just said not fabric. Oh, okay. Talk softly and carry a big stick. The audio in this one is like weirdly leveled. I don't know, man. But, when I was a little kid, like 4, maybe 5, I remember this lady, was talking to me, and she was like, oh, so you're almost 5 now? You'll be going to school soon? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, yep, oh, yep, you will. Oh, you have to go to school when you're 5. You have to, oh. And that's the, so-called Iowa lady that I always be talking about. And I don't know if I was just predisposed to hating being told things in that way, or if that made me hate it or what, but ever since, well, forever, when people tell me a certain thing in like, in a way...
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, old man.
Okay, yeah, I'm not here to interrogate you, bro. I'm just here to... Guardpost key! Captain's office key! Lieutenant's office key! Sewer's key! Okay, this is really gonna get old immediately, so I won't do it. But yeah. Oh, flares. Hey, great. Even took the trouble to reskin the most useful item in the world. Office, sewers, office, post. So, when people tell me something in a particular way that makes it sound like what they're saying is like obviously the truth, like, yeah, like, and they don't even, it's like that guy on FenPhoenix where he was just like, maybe you should stop making fake videos then. I just go into this blind rage because it's like whenever somebody, there's probably a name for this fallacy, like assuming the premise or whatever, where someone makes a statement that's like mega confident and super cocky, like mega arrogant, like, yeah, obviously they don't even think to even bring up the premise for argument, because to them it's just like obviously true, even though it actually has not been demonstrated to be true. So basically saying you should stop making fake videos assumes that I was making fake videos in the first place, which I wasn't, but they're assuming the premise so that I can't actually argue with them because they've like assumed something to be true. So like whenever someone says something that comes off like they're just assuming something is obviously true when it isn't or hasn't been demonstrated, I go like, it's like a panicky thing for me, and I just go crazy angry and just do stupid crazy things because something I feel an actual... Have you ever had a muscle spasm where your muscles just kind of twitch involuntarily? It feels like that, but with energy. Like inside my chest, it feels like an actual ball of bunched up energy that just like goes bloop. Like it physically feels like it. And yeah, it's all well and good to talk about how you can stop yourself and say it's not worth it, but like empirically speaking, I haven't found that to be the case, so I don't know. But August 7, 1894, Miklos Sekeres, researcher from Bratislava, arrested and imprisoned on the orders of the second lieutenant. Well, that's probably a really figure. Also, when I said Elizabeth Bathory probably didn't bathe in the blood of virgins to maintain her youth, I meant she probably didn't bathe in the blood of virgins to maintain her youth, because that's like really gross. And yeah, she definitely did kill people and stuff, but yeah. I decided to hire a cleaning lady to tidy up the pigsty before we disappear under the dirt. As a result, all officers must leave an impression of their keys in the wax tablets in the lieutenant's office so that locksmith can make duplicates for her as soon as possible. I don't think it's safe to just leave the keys in reception. Captain Hyundai, no, Hunyadi. And, you know, captains don't always have to sound like this. They could sound like this sometimes, you know. A good leader is someone who's a good leader. They don't necessarily have to have a voice sounding like this to be a good leader. I mean, just look at Karras. He was a bad guy, but arguably, I guess, a good leader, or at least a good cult leader. Impression in the lieutenant's... Okay. Good. But I want to understand myself and know about myself, and... I'm rather pasty and nostalgic-y, like... Oh, hey, I could have come in here. Arr. But I guess we all are these days. We're all just looking to the past. There's like nothing new. It's all... It's all just... Every design for... No, I guess I can't. That's great. Every design for every... Oh yeah, and by the way, it's a cross... Are you serious, bro? Why do I keep saying bro all the time? Like it's... At first it was like a jokey thing, but... Serious, dude. Like... There. I want to understand everything, and I just can't understand most things, so I just go like... No sword to slash the banners, and... Oh, there... Captain... I'm just going to call him Captain Hyundai as it smashes him dead. Lord Esterhazy. Lieutenant Esterhazy. Right. So, Lieutenant's office. And it even disappears? Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing stuff in the right or not. Sometimes it's just like I can't be having certain kinds of people's energy and like stuff around me because like I gotta be practical. If it's going to affect me that much, I can't be having it around. Also, is this the wax impression? But there's nothing even here. All the keys were down there. Boy, that's silly. Boy. So going to Catpain Blackadder's house here. His house. His casa. You know, can't get the key or the stuff. Sir, we received news. Oh, who is this? Oh.
Sir, we received news of a strange researcher who claims he is searching for paranormal phenomena. I have no idea what he's talking about, but the man looks suspicious to me. I suspect that he may have something to do with the burglary at Thurzo House that we've heard rumors of. I'd love to know what the big attraction is in that ramshackle place. We arrested him promptly and stuck him in the lockup. When we searched him, we only found a key to his room in the Black Bay Inn and some money. Unfortunately, we cannot search the inn without the proprietor's presence, and he won't arrive back until morning. We took the precaution of locking up the inn and told the guests to remain in their rooms for the night. We will keep the building and the surrounding area under continuous watch for the time being. Lieutenant Esterhazy.
I'd like to get a copy of that key myself. If I can find some soft wax, I can get an impression of the key and make a duplicate later. I better come back here and replace this key when I'm done with it.
This lieutenant is a woman, I guess. Esther's here. Okay, so I guess I get it now. Still can't... Why can't I take his money? Like my whole... I got loot and everything. Am I not a thief? Are we not men? Are we not ladies? I don't know. Hey, okay. So you just...
Good thing I could use this wax.
And then put it back. I'm not 100% sure why I can't just take it, but it probably told me like just now, but... Okay, you can't steal the key, but put it back! Period, after the exclamation. Take the wax impression and find a press. Well, I mean, it's a cool side quest, so I guess that's cool. Alright, everything makes perfect sense. Naya. So, I have a video which is like a more detailed explanation of my feelings, and it's like super raw, man. And I cut out the angrier parts so that it's more explanatory. I want to put it up. I don't know. Just so people understand, I guess. I'm always back and forth. I must drive people crazy with my confusing, changing my mind behavior. Oh yes, a French accent is always fun to do, although I'm not sure why French is considered the most romantic language. When you do it this exaggeratedly, it sounds more comedic than anything. Oh, the broomstick. So yeah, you just gotta snap her picture, and she could be an advertisement for, Max whatever. Memorex.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
The company whose name prefigured, like, stuff being on actual computer memory. Oh, hey, let's have some copyright up in here. Yeah. Ah. Yes. A balcony key. Because I think it was Martin Kessler said I don't have to make regular videos, so I really guess I don't. Just oh. Right. Hey, this is beautiful, this city, though. Sunset knows his architecture and his real-world history, and, like, man, I'm rather fond of his missions, I'll tell you that much. Despite the fact that they also have extremely large amounts of copyrighted music, but, you know, if I, now that I've got the Patreon open, I guess maybe at some point I could make a thing where I'm like, I will stop having annoying ads on videos on YouTube because I don't need them anymore. I don't know. That might be a thing you can do. Fart. What? It just explodes. So, old crate to KO. What? To KO? More like to explode. To blow open. I will old crate your ass. Deep into the ground. Which means I'll sort of like roll you awkwardly. Oh yeah. So it's funny, you got your key locked up, but then you can just pick the lock to your key, so yeah.
Hope this is a safe place to drop this wax and make a copy of it.
Hey, awesome. Machinery. Hello,
I think
machinery.
my work here is done.
So Garrett's gonna be talkative here too. Awesome. Oh, pry. It's a pry. You use it to pry. Awesome. Hey, I hope that when I pry something, it'll pry right away, and not like you have to hold the button down like that one mission. Master, we are in a tight spot. This tool can be very useful, but there is a small problem with it. The end is too thin, and it can be used to pry open some locks, like the station window. Could you please remove the thinnest part of the end? I dare not send it on to the workers as it is, because it may end up in a thief's hand. Station window. Right.
The station. A UHF station.
Those textures are also misaligned, but this is thief, not riven, so we can forgive it and love. Because I want to be the guy who's like super compassionate and able to love. I also want to be the guy who's like a go-getter and like gets a bunch of cool shit, because that also is cool. I'm both, and I just wish one didn't have to be put in front of the other. I guess it doesn't. I want to do both, but I just feel like no one, like I'm not lovable if I'm that like, yeah, let's do the Bui's Nass and like save up some numbers. So like, oh no, he's got a helmet. No.
How many guards do they have in here anyway?
Got a helmet. Oh, looks like that's my doing or something. Is it? I guess so. Well, no more teachers, daddy looks. That was a different song than what I thought. That's like Alice Cooper or something like that, or I thought it was Pink Floyd, The Wall, but no, it's not The Wall. Wall. Shit. Chainsaw. Chainsaw. After that horrific incident, for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. I can only do the gritty voice. But yeah, I feel like, on a personal note, maybe I should do a podcast. I want an excuse to just talk, and it's weird that for me to say these in a Let's Play. It doesn't make any real sense for me to say, hey, look personal about loving a thing in a Let's Play. I often, wonder if... I love when I can do that. Oh no, the helmet doesn't count, okay. I often think like maybe I'm not capable of loving another human being. I mean, I know that sounds really dark, but I can love inanimate things. Nature, inanimate concepts, cars, artwork. But a person? I've never felt that kind of feeling for a person, really. I mean, not that I remember. And humans are like different, right? Humans are complicated, and I probably drive everybody else crazy, so I have no right to complain if anybody else does that to me. Who even knows? But yeah, except weirdly, well, I don't know. Should I say this? Because it sounds pretty out there, but a long time ago, I had this dream where I was in love with somebody, and it was this really striking feeling that I definitely hadn't felt, but it was in a dream. That doesn't make any sense, right? Because how could I know what it is supposed to be like if I'd never seen it in real life? I don't eat raw fish. Oh, great, okay. But what did I just take? I don't know. I don't even remember. I wasn't looking. Oh. I guess I'll leave that on. It's the prudent thing to do, and it's even auto-closing to keep the energy saved and stuff. Yeah, you probably won't believe me when I tell you about that dream thing, but it was strange. But anyways, my mind's all filled about, like, being nice to people and doing all this technical stuff that I... who even has... Oh, just the food bag. This is reminding me of a better tomorrow, so it's spookerific. But... ugh. I just can't do the simple joys because I'm overthinking them all the time. Because I'm like trying to be an adult and like do adulty things, you know. But I still don't even know. Hey, did I read this or what? Yeah. And I think that maybe what screws people up is that they're trying to be like, okay, this is real serious now. I gotta be real serious. But then being serious is the thing that screws them all up, maybe. I don't know. Well, this was the NewDark version, so mantling is permitted. So, the thing is, though, if I switch this, are people just gonna come and switch them on again? Because it says, like, it takes them some time. So I'm wondering if this is a timed thing, like, somebody's gonna walk over there and be like, "Hurr!"
Nothing, I guess. Oh.
Another thing that I once told someone and he didn't believe me is that, at one of these, when I was a teenager, I went to these events, yeah, oh, okay. So I guess it's automatic or something? Okay. Oh yeah, of course AI can't come up here, there's a ladder. So that's interesting, yeah. Is that, and at one of these events, I had this song and I wanted to do it the open mic at the end of it, because it was like you make a hip-hop song and you do it at the mic. But the day of the open mic, the morning of, I suddenly had this cold, like it was a real proper cold with a sore throat, and it was like, you know how sometimes when you get a cold, your nose gets stuffed in such a way that you actually can't talk without it good like that, and you have to constantly sniffle, and you can't rap or sing because, like, every time I would try to rap, it would just be like, yo, I'm cool, don't mess with me, and yo, I'm rapping, like it was literally impossible for me to be able to rap, and I was like, shit, but I was like, this is the only chance. It was like a week-long thing, and this is the only chance, and this song is awesome. So it's just like, fuck no, I'm not having this cold. I was just, the whole day, I was just like, fuck no. And, like, I was just like, nope, I'm still gonna perform. I'm just gonna drink some, like, tea or whatever it was, hot lemon or something. I don't even remember, but you can't get rid of a cold. But I did, somehow. And, like, believe me or don't, but I was not mistaken. It was like full-on stuff.
Is that you?
But because I was like so freaking... like not having it. And that's also the way that I actually stopped a panic attack one time. Because I'd had the worst panic attack in the world that I'm still a little bit squeamish to talk about. And then some unrelated thing caused me to almost have a second one, but I, like, suddenly it was coming on, but then, like, I remembered the flash, in a flash, just how nightmarish the last one was, just in an instant, and suddenly, like, every cell in my body was just like, fuck no, and then it just went away. So, like, in the rare times when you can manage to just do that, to, like, bring all of yourself together and just freaking focus and be like, no. Crazy things gonna happen. Like, I'm telling you. So, pigs just came out of my ass in a flying saucer filled with Italian sausage. Bye! But, like, seriously, though, the other stuff.